What is up, Libra, my air sign friends? How are we? I'm hoping that we're having a fantastic month and that you enjoyed the lesson portion of what I did this month. And now I'm doing mid-monthlies, which I am late on. I'm so sorry. However, I'm going to have to cut them down to about 20 minutes for that reason. I had a doctor's appointment with my neurosurgeons about my spine. And so it put me behind really far. I intended to start these on the 15th, not the 19th. So anyway, I feel some heavy energy around you guys. Oh, wait, let me do the spiel. Okay, so this is for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mercury, Mars, Venus, Chiron, Juno, Pallas, Fortune, anywhere that it falls in your chart and you feel that it applies. Always take the wisdom that you can. If you're listening to an entire reading and one little piece comes through and you know that's for you, take it. But don't leave your mind in a suspicious place if other things are going on in the reading that don't belong to you. If you have a loving, beautiful relationship and you've never seen any sign of it, don't look into this and, start to become suspicious and things like that. Sit down and have a conversation with your lover or your significant other. And I'm saying this for some sort of reason. I feel like some of you may need this message. So if you're feeling that way because you saw a reading, sit down and talk to your significant other. Don't just assume, because if you've had a great relationship, don't ruin it over a tarot reading. The messages we get are not always related exactly to your situation. If you need a reading, information is in the box below. I haven't booked up yet, but by the end of today, I probably will. So if you would like a reading, let me know. You may email me and I will send you a list of services. Please do not Facebook me or Skype me first. I will send you a list of services, which I'm currently updating and I'm almost done updating. But trying to get these out and everything else, epic fail. Anyway, what I'm feeling around you guys this month is just such a heavy energy. It's like heavy air. And I feel like you're taking on too much. Like your plate is so full that you can't seem to carry anything else, Libra. Your scales are way off, and it's like you're taking on this much while your significant other or your family is taking on this much. And it's time for you to relinquish some of that and ask for help, because you can only do so much with what you're given. You can't push yourself beyond the boundaries of the human body. You can push the mind beyond the boundaries of human body, and I teach you guys to do this often. However, you cannot push the human body beyond boundary. The human body just is what it is. It doesn't bend certain ways. It's not as, it's flexible, but, it just doesn't do it. And so trying to bend all of this stuff into your life and carry too much of a burden is just too much for you right now. And I feel you guys are just getting very heavy with the energy. Not to mention we've got a lot of planets going crazy. We had Pluto retrograde. We had a Mercury retro in there, I think. Uranus retro and Mars retro in Cancer. And then on top of that, we had a Scorpio blue moon. And then we had meteor showers 3 days before that, which went on for 2 days. So it was like kind of the day before into that area. So you're probably feeling like really emotional and aggravated, and there's a lot going on, and I feel like you feel trapped. And I don't like that feeling for any of my signs. I don't care which one it is. I don't care if it's Aries, Scorpio, Leo, Cancer. I don't like the feeling of you feeling trapped. So I'm going to try and give you some insight here and give you some breathing room. I'm seeing major disappointment. I'm feeling major disappointment. I'm feeling like I'm getting, no matter how hard I try, it's not working out my way. Aha, Libra. Remember, you get back what you put out. So if you're putting out there, nothing's going my way, nothing's going right, that's the energy right here. Right in front of you, there's all energy. You have to understand that your mind creates the construct that you're sitting in. It creates what it should look like to you. It doesn't make it real. Because even solid objects aren't solid. They're made up of many particles, which we see in 3D, 4D, and we see them as solid. They become coagulated and become something solid. So when you put that energy out there and it coagulates, I know you guys love that word, and it pulls together and it bonds up and it, cauterizes itself, if you will, and it goes out into the energy, into the universe, that's what's going to come back to you. So anything negative out there is going to attach to it, and that's what's going to come back. Don't do that to yourself. Be very, very choosy about what words you put out to the angels, the universe, the creator, whoever it is you might be talking with. Be careful how you word your words, Libra. Be very careful what you ask the universe for. I feel like there's a major disappointment with a relationship, a love life, a marriage, a significant other in your life. You're very disappointed. It's like they're giving to you, but they're not giving to you in the right way. They're not giving you what you need. They're giving you everything but what you need. It's almost like being in a relationship where they're buying everything in the material world. They're paying for everything in the material world, but they're lacking in spiritual and they're lacking in emotion and even sexual connectivity. This is very odd for them to be lacking in sexual connectivity and emotion. And that makes me a little worried for you guys. I would be disappointed in that too. That's very difficult to deal with. You're willing to take a chance on this person, but you just feel like they're giving you everything but what you need right now, which is that emotional connectivity, that spiritual connectivity, that sexual connectivity. Those are the important parts of a relationship. It has nothing to do with the material. And so I feel like this relationship is really taking its toll on you. And the more you try to not coerce this person, but I feel like you're still in communication. And the more you try to bring it up, the more coarse or abrasive they become about it. Like they don't want their emotions touched. They don't want their person touched. And it's very odd. And that's really not fair to you. Human beings, studies have shown that human beings locked away and not taught language or love behave like beasts. They behave like animals. And being locked away and not being given love or shown, any sort of PDF. I call it PDF. It's public. Never mind. PD. We'll go with that for now, since I'm still required to be a good girl. Public displays of affection. We'll go there. We'll talk about public displays of affection. Yeah. To not be given any of that. And when you do, it's like this person just lets fly on you. Like just, oh, blah, 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 blah. I do this for you. I do that for you. I that. But it's like, well, do you think maybe you could touch me, kiss me, hug me? I don't know, everything but the material realm, like get some spirituality, something here. And it's just like that person is very reluctant to put their heart and soul in it, but they don't mind spending the money on it. And to me, a lot of the time that's his trophy. I just want this person at home for a trophy. And this person is just honestly a jerk. They're a jerk. And it's like you're constantly in and out of the cold with them. Like I feel as though like when they want something, they're very nice and they're kind and, oh, I'll pay for this. Oh, I'll give you money to go out and do that. But it's only when they want something from you that they're kissy, lovey, touchy feely. Or if they've done something that they know they've stepped on your toes. And it's sad because I feel like you have a true love for this person in your heart. Whether or not you're in love with them at this point, I don't think so. They haven't given you anything to fall in love with. There's no romance. There's no nice dinners or at home being cooked for you. There's no baths. There's no, fireplace. There's no surprises. There's no nothing. It's like this person just pays for everything and they're there. And the only time that you're victorious is when that they have been up to something or done something wrong, or when they want something from you. That's not something you can fall in love with. That's something that you almost feel stuck in. Maybe some of you have been in these relationships for a very long time and your other person has gotten comfortable. But I don't see it being a very fair behavior. What I see is that, spying, and it's like, it's a double standard, because I feel like you're not allowed to do what that person does. It doesn't matter if you're male or female. This is what I'm getting. This person can go out and do things and do whatever they want, but you aren't allowed to do the same. It's like they kind of cage you at home. So maybe you're a stay-at-home mom, stay-at-home dad. If not, maybe you live together, and this person, be like, oh, I'll be home at 10, and then they show up at 3 in the morning. Oh, all drunk from the bar, or all messed up on drugs from being with their friends, instead of coming home from work and taking care of you and the children, or you, if you have none. It seems like this person is emotionally just disconnected from you. And you're trying to gain a balance again, because you're Libra. You are the scales of balance, and you're trying to figure out, do I need to leave this person finally in order to get what I need from someone else? But then there's that horrifying feeling of the devil you know and the devil you don't know. When you go out back into the dating world after being gone so long, it's very different. I'll tell you what, before I met him, I took one look at this dating world and said, no way, no effing way. I'm trying to be good. It's very hard for me. First Canaries, thinking before I speak, especially when I swear. My mom taught me how to swear like a sailor. What can I say? But it's like, you need this balance, and you have this real love for this person. And they don't seem to appreciate it. They don't seem to love you in the same way. And so it's almost like you have to decide to break your own heart or not. Although I don't, like I said, I feel more like this is a possession. This is more like they possess you. You're a stay-at-home mom, stay-at-home dad, or maybe you work from home, or whatever it is. There's a very strong feeling of possession and not love. So maybe you once did have those feelings for that person, but they're slowly fading because of the fact that they're not treating you correctly, sexually, physically, and spiritually. And I feel like it's because they're possessing you, but they also have a Mr. or mistress on the side that they're off doing whatever they're doing with. And that's why you're not getting the affection. Because it is a very weird situation to be in when someone's paying for everything. Yet here you're sitting, and again, this card, I just shuffled and split the deck, and it's like they've done this in the past. They've maybe cheated or hurt you in the past, treated you like a possession, just someone to have at home, cook, clean, do laundry, whatever it is that they need. But you have your heart open. You're coming in as that Queen of Cups with an open heart, and you have your back to all this. So it's like you have overlooked a lot with this person. You've overlooked past hurts and things like that. There's a lot of backstabbing here that I'm looking at, Libra. That's a lot. That's 10 swords in your back. So this has happened before, and you're still there. And so I guess the question that's begging here is why. The same cards constantly. You're being backstabbed, and you're constantly in and out of the cold with this person. You're constantly being jerked back and forth. Your emotions are this way, that way, this way, that way, this way, that way. You're like a ping pong ball. It's ridiculous. I feel as though this isn't the person for you. I was going to say, I feel as though this isn't the person for you. This is like a soulmate or a karmic lesson. And you're way beyond the point of needing to leave. Like, you needed to leave like 10 years ago. Needed to leave. And you haven't done that. And because you haven't done that, things are not right with this person, and they'll continue to not be right with this person. Because they're not who's meant for you. Who's meant for you is out there, and they can't gravitate towards you or feel that pull towards you until you let go. But you're in a stuck, this card again, you're in a stuck frame of mind of well, what if I don't get anybody and I'm alone for the rest of my life, or this person's comfortable, I've been with them so long. So you're just letting them get away with, treating you badly and running all over your feelings and running around town with a mister or a mistress. Um, I feel like your children are grown, or if you don't have children, this person has you trapped in this frame of mind where you're thinking to yourself that all of these memories that you have and all of these, they're kind of using these old memories against you to keep you there. And your mind is falling right into that trap because you want to believe the best about this person. But you know how this person is. I feel like you're not gaining harvest here. You're not gaining anything. In fact, Libra, I feel like you're going backwards. And I don't like that. I want to see you guys go forward. But I do see that you're putting your time into something. It looks like a work project, and you're waiting for this. You're waiting for the harvest. It's starting to fall. You've got the pentacle here, and you've got your whole harvest. You've got your basket ready. You're ready to harvest. You started growing this back in the threes, and now you're at the 7, and you're ready to harvest. You're out there just waiting for them to fall off naturally. And this is a victory for you. So I feel like this is a home-started business or an idea you've been putting in the make for a long time. I feel like you felt stuck with it for a while, but you changed your game plan, and now it's moving forward with the Chariot. So now you're going to start to see this harvest come in that wasn't there before. And so, it's saying go forward with what you're doing. Go forward with the path that you choose, and you will get what you wish. And so stop being in this frame of mind and be in this frame of mind. You have a push from the divine saying go. With your victory card, it seems that you need to go inside of yourself and use this love for self-love. Leave this person behind. They don't want this love. They don't care for it. They want it there so that it can do his laundry or her laundry and cook and clean and blah, blah, blah. But really, they don't want this love. So take this love and give it to yourself, Libra. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. So leave this guy behind, right? The jerk, leave him behind. Or her. Because here, it's showing me that you're starting to realize the situation is not going to get any better, right? You're starting to realize that you need to move out of these rough waters and, move into a place where mentally, this is a better place for you, emotionally and mentally. And you're ready to move. And it's saying, don't take the burdens with you. Don't carry all this stuff that's on your plate with you. It doesn't belong to you. So if you notice, he's watching, but he missed the boat because you have your back to him. Leave that drama where it is. Because what you're moving toward is happiness. You're moving toward an extreme happiness where, your business is doing well, you're thriving, you're having all kinds of positive luck and positive things happening around you because you're going to change the way you talk to the universe, right, Libra? Right. Now, it's telling me there's a real family happiness. There's a real fulfillment emotionally and mentally. Because when you're fulfilled emotionally, you're fulfilled mentally. When you're going through a mess emotionally, it destroys your physical world, your mental world, your soul. That's just the way it works. They're all interconnected. And they're saying they're coming into your life to make those right judgments and decisions for you. Follow the breadcrumbs, Libra. Follow the breadcrumbs, my dear, because what's going on here is that they're telling you via intuition that it's time. It's time for you to have this. Not all that unhappiness. It's time for you to have choices and options and things you didn't have because this person would pay, but they would literally make you beg for money to go out or whatever it was. If you shared a bank account, they were always bitching if you took money out. And it's saying, make that final decision and cut off from this person. Be this abundant person that you know how to be, this fulfilling person you know how to be. Don't argue with them anymore. End the cycle. It's manipulative. What they're doing is manipulating you in a major way. So end this cycle. Let it be. Let it go. Well, guys, that is what I have for you for now. Like I said, I'm going to be cutting the readings a little bit short. So, Libra, I hope that was helpful. Remember, we are still having the contest on whichever sign has the most views. We are going to, and likes and shares, subscribe, blah, blah, blah. We're going to go into the comments and choose a person for a free reading, 60 minutes live with me. And so we've already had to give 2 away because people aren't checking their comments. Taurus lost theirs. Scorpio lost theirs to someone else in the comments. We had to go in and choose another individual. So check your comments. If you guys see that an announcement that you've won, make sure you're checking your comments. Otherwise, you're going to lose your reading. I think that's about it for you guys. It's your girl Kelly coming straight at you for the Queen Tarot B in Boston. And I will see you in about a week and a half.